Shemai, we have got solid body mini basses and electro acoustic ukulele basses, and we're going to look at the similarities and the differences between them today. So in fact, these are both Kala U basses. This is the solid body and this is the Koa top electroacoustic U bass. I play them both generally in different circumstances, so let's dive into what is similar. Well, first of all, they're both basses. They're both tuned to E, A, D, G at the same pitch. You'd play both of these like you'd play any other bass instrument, whether it's bass guitar or double bass. It is the same places you put your fingers and of course the same strings. And also they're similar because they're both much smaller. Okay, looking at them both together for a minute. Yes, they look very differently. Much more like a traditional bass guitar, much more like a traditional ukulele or at least an acoustic instrument. Technically they're different. The solid body has a magnetic pickup, whereas the electroacoustic has a piezo pickup, which means the strings are going to be different as well. Nylon core on the electroacoustics, whereas these are steel strings on the mini bass. Playability, they're both pretty similar. They're both basses, so it's pretty much the technique is the same for both of these. Availability, the bass ukuleles have been around for a lot longer than the solid body mini basses. There are a lot more makes and models of these than these, but these are very much still being developed. Both the solid body basses and the electroacoustics can have polyurethane strings, round wound strings and flat wound strings, okay? But they are going to be slightly different made up because of the magnetic pickups compared to the piezo pickups. So if there is a solid body mini bass with polyurethane strings on it, that will have a piezo pickup. Price-wise, they've both got quite a good range, but there isn't one type more expensive than the other. And weight, because this is something a lot of people ask me about. The solid body basses are heavier than the electroacoustic bass ukuleles, but remember, these are much lighter than a traditional bass guitar. Okay, so before we look at the pros and cons of the two types of basses, let's have a listen to them and see how different they sound. Now, normally I do these kinds of videos in my music room upstairs and I put a microphone in front of the amp. With these, I thought, let's try something different. So both basses are going to be plugged straight into my audio interface. They will come out through an amp, first of all, just to make life a bit easier, but all the settings on that are flat, so this is what the instruments actually sound like. was all quite interesting actually, because generally I get to hear them properly when I edit it, but I could hear everything then. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've noticed the difference between the way they sound recording them this way compared to when I'm recording them through a bass amp and cab and mic. A little shout out at this point. This is not sponsored at all. I love this hoodie. I've got a Cool Hand Ukes gig in a bit now, hence why I'm wearing this. If your club needs a logo, okay, get in touch with Uke Tees. Ro, she will design you something brilliant, okay? Not sponsored, but I love Uke Tees. So now we've had a listen, let's have a little talk about some of the pros and cons of these types of basses. So what are some of the pros of our mini bass, or in this case, mini U bass? Right, I think probably the most important is if you play bass guitar, this is going to feel and sound very familiar. I generally find these more reliable, especially if I'm gigging. Don't get me wrong, I haven't had any disasters with Electro Acoustics. It's just I always feel that little bit safer that a string isn't going to snap or a battery isn't. There's no batteries in this. These are passive, all right? So there's no batteries to run out mid-gig or anything like that, or anything to rattle loose, okay? So I always just feel these are a little bit more reliable in terms of technical stuff. They are literally plug and play. And we got to talk about the looks of it as well, okay? You know, you might be playing in a little mini rock band or something like that, not necessarily with a group of ukuleles, but these are stunning to look at. And you get quite a few different colours, and there are a few models and things available as well. But I think the main pro of this is that it is much more like a bass guitar to play. They are a bit heavier than the Electro Acoustics. I'm not going to say that they're really heavy, but if that is your main concern about keeping something as light as possible, the Electro Acoustics are lighter in weight than these. There aren't that many makes and models available at the minute. Off the top of my head, and I'm bound to forget some, I'm only talking about 25-inch scale and below. We've got Carla, we've got Flight, we've got Fanner, we've got Black Star. I'm sure I've missed some as well, okay? But there aren't that many models yet of these. And I say yet, because as I said, these have only been around for a few years. And one of the other cons with this as well is you do need an amplifier. They are not loud when you're playing them, okay? So even if you're just at home practicing, you are going to need an amplifier or a headphone amplifier or something that you can plug this into to be able to hear it. So what are some of the pros of the electroacoustic instruments? They look like a ukulele, so I suppose if you're playing in a ukulele group, you may prefer to be playing something that looks similar to the other ukuleles. These are very light in weight and small, so therefore very transportable. You know, if you have concerns about weight and things like that, these are certainly much, much lighter than the solid body instruments. And of course, being so much smaller, you could probably play one of these where you couldn't necessarily use a full-scale bass guitar or even a double bass. The bass ukuleles have been around for quite a while. In fact, I think Carla celebrated their 15th anniversary last year. So there are loads of different makes, loads of different models, and plenty of availability of these. And as I said at the start, you can get these with flat round strings, polyurethane strings, and round wound strings too. And another massive pro for these is that they're electroacoustic. So in theory, you can practice this without plugging it into an amp and things. Don't get me wrong, the minute you start playing with other musicians, maybe ukuleles or people singing, you are going to have to plug it in, but you can practice with one of these by literally just picking it up and playing it. So some of the cons of the electroacoustics, there are quite a few things that could go wrong in a live situation with one of these. You know, the battery could run out because it's an active instrument. That's it, it just stops working. The string strings can take a little while to change and settle in on these as well. So you wouldn't necessarily be wanting to change a string mid-gig. And I always feel these are a little bit more fragile than the solid bodies. So I wouldn't like one of these to get knocked over on stage because you could well have some damage. Less frets than these. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 frets on this one, okay? That is quite a difference in terms of what notes you can and can't play. These can take a little bit of getting used to playing, to be honest, especially if they've got polyurethane strings on it. So yeah, if you're a bass guitarist who's used to playing a full scale instrument, this may take a little while of getting used to. So that was fun, looking at our solid body mini basses and our electroacoustic bass ukuleles, or in this case, both U basses made by Carla. They've both got flat wound strings on them, but this is magnetic pickups and this one's a piezo pickup. I should add, I'm not sponsored by Carla either, I just love their basses. We've talked about some of the pros and cons for both of them, but again, we've just got to remember that they are both bass instruments and both sound like basses. Playability, they are pretty similar. This one's got a slightly larger scale than this one, but it doesn't take much getting used to swapping between the two of them. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video, maybe found it useful. I have got a Patreon site if you'd like to support me here on the channel. I'll pop a link in the description below for that. And as always, if you've got any comments or questions, please feel free, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.